cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. All right, guys, today is Tuesday, August the 8th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. It was solid. Let's get into it. First of all, we see um, Anna and Valentine. Anna and Valentine are getting into it, are going at it because she's like, you know who shot me? And he said, well, I wasn't expecting this kind of welcome. She said, stop trying to play me. I send that message that you wanted me to give Sonny. Then 2 minutes later, I'm being shot at. They are either were shooting at me or Sonny, and it looks like they were shooting at me. So Valentine starts breaking down how he knows about the Pikeman deal and everything. So what happened was when he was done working with the WSB, when his father was over it, a lot of people could go to Pikeman and find a job. They hired a lot of ex-WSB employees, and you could go there and get a job. That's what Valentine did. So he had connections with them. They wanted an in with Sonny, right? They knew Valentine, so they was like, let me, can you set it up? And I said, well, why they come to you? And he said, it's not easy to get a meeting with Sonny Corinthos. It's not easy getting a meeting with Sonny Corinthos. He already is somewhat familiar with him, so they was like, okay, set it up. Plus, he had worked with them before. But it wasn't Pikeman. It was a different type of. They were named something different, or something like that. But anyway, so that's how it all came about. So now Anna says, "Well, there's a missing link. There's a missing piece somewhere here." And he told her, he said, "If I knew Pikeman had anything to do with, girl, you unplugged my computer. If I knew Pikeman had anything to do with what's going on with you right now, or if it was putting you in danger, I would have never told you to deliver that message." And so Anna said, well, I'm gonna find out what's going on. And she said, because what if they take the next shot? They might actually hit their target, me, and not miss. And I said, I don't know. The whole time she was talking, I kept saying, well, I mean, they could take the shot anytime. You gotta, like, what are your windows bulletproof? Because you're living in this house with all this glass around, which begs the difference. You would think if Anna was really in the WSB and stuff the way she was, why would she want a house with all these windows? You know what I mean? But I don't know, child. Y'all tell me what you think. But anyways, so she tell Valentine, I don't have time to keep talking about this with you. I gotta go and find out this connection because you're connected. He can't give her any more information. And so she said, well, I'm gonna go and find out. So that's it with them, y'all. So then we go over here to Elizabeth Finn, and he telling her he decided not to move. I said, this is the romance y'all wanted to give us. But okay, child. He decided not to leave Port Charles, and she's like, okay. Then he had some mold for her son because he's doing a science project, and she was like, okay, cool, thanks. So Gregory had came up. I'm not gonna hold you long on them. Gregory came up. He wanted to talk to Finn, and I think he was about to tell Finn what's going on with him, or at least inform him, or give him some kind of information. But he didn't get to because Tracy comes up. Now Tracy had been at the house with or Finn had an appointment. Something. Tracy had been at the house with Olivia, and she wants to commit Ned. Eddie Main. She wants to put him in a mental hospital until he can get back to who he used to be. Olivia is dead set against that, and she said, "I am his wife, and you're not committing my husband. No, not now, not ever. I will not do it. He gonna have to remember who he is on his own." Now Eddie Main is listening to all this or whatever. So when Tracy leaves, because Tracy, I said, Olivia, watch your back, because Tracy don't sound like she done with this. But anyways, when Tracy ends up leaving, Eddie Main comes out and he thanks Olivia, but he also tells her that he is not Ned, no matter what she does, what she says. He is not Ned and will not be Ned. So she said, well, why don't you, Eddie Main, write with Brooklyn? Your daughter is a songwriter producer. She lost her voice. They talk about that a little bit, but she doesn't go into detail what happened. Hold on. She said she lost her voice, but she didn't tell them exactly what happened. But anyways, so he starts singing, but while he's singing, he's thinking about hearing Tracy just talk about how he needs to be committed and he's not Eddie Main, and he just thinking about what Tracy said. So he tells Olivia, could she get them some tea? And she comes back with the tea, and he's gone. So That leads us back to Tracy. So Gregory sees her or whatever, and he starts talking to her because remember she went to Alexis and was wanting to know what was going on with him and everything, and he told her that that wasn't her business what's going on with him medically, and she said, well, and he was like, anywho, he was like, what gave you the right to talk to Alexis about me? And you and Alexis not even friends. So Finn and Elizabeth, they hearing this going on, and they, instead of trying to break it up or anything, they just like, dang, the only thing y'all missing is popcorn and a Coke. Because they really up into it, but I would have been too. So they're going back and forth at it. And then Tracy says, I'm not even here to talk to you. I need to see a doctor. He says, oh, so it's your health. And she said, no, I'm here because of my son. I need to have him committed. And he tries to tell her, that's not what Ned wants. That's not what Eddie Main wants. Let him be his own man. He talked a little bit about himself, but he like, let him be his own man and let him come to himself as in his own term. You can't lock him up. Like what? And he trying to talk to her and she said, mind your business. Like you told me, mind your business. And she walks off and he just like, I don't know how y'all do it with her. I'm gone. I'm gonna do my research. And Finn and Elizabeth like, that was awkward. It would have been so awkward if y'all hadn't just been standing there. Bye. So, anyways, then we go over here. Who we talking about next? Olivia Tracy. So then we go over here to Brooklyn and Cody. So Cody comes in and he tells Brooklyn he needs her help because he needs to get into Ferncliff so that he can visit Sasha. He said he tried to get in using Dante, and she said, Cody. And he said, well, I had to try. He said, but you can help because Gladys likes you and she'll let you in or whatever. And he was like, okay, yeah, that's right. And so she goes with him. She says, okay, if it's for to help Sasha to check on her, we'll do it. So she meets the nurse, Janice, and Janice is all cold, and she don't really want to talk to her or whatever. But then she sees Brooklyn's name and she said, wait a minute, you Bill Q? You know Blaze and Chase? And she was like, yeah, I got a new single for him. You want to hear it? It hasn't dropped and won't drop for months. And she was like, yes, I want to hear it. So she listening to it, and Cody sneak in to talk to Sasha. Child, let me tell you, Sasha is a mess up in that room. So Sasha, that doctor gave her all these drugs, so she's hallucinating. She thinking she's seeing Cody, and he's mean and evil to her. She thinks she sees Cyrus. He's trying to push drugs on her and all that. And so Sasha is on the floor a mess. She's not seeing anybody. There's nobody in the room with her, but she's seeing all these different things. So by the time Cody come in, and he's trying to talk to her, he's waited too late to try to get to her to try to see her. And I said, Sonny, Nina, somebody go check on this dang girl. Somebody could have checked on her that was on the list. Why Dante didn't go when Cody, what Cody, Lord, why somebody didn't go? Why y'all not telling Sonny or somebody else what's going on? Y'all, you ain't tell the right person and telling Dante, because Dante hasn't done a dang thing to help Sasha, even though he knows the truth. Anyways, child, that's my rant for the day. It's my rant for the day. Anyways, so they tell Brooklyn like your friend is in a fragile state, and you have to go in there with an orderly doctor. I can't think of that man's name. I can't think of it. Anyways, he is ordered that she has to have a supervised orderly or someone in the room with her. One, because he don't want too much information getting out. So, anyways, when Brooklyn goes to the room, Cody is already in there with Sasha, and he tries to touch her. Oh my gosh, she started going off. And I don't mean to be rude to Sasha, but damn, you finally get some help. And now she too drugged up and stuff from the doctor to get help. So she starts screaming, stay away from me. And she's screaming at the top of her lungs and all that. Like, dang, ma. But anyways, so they push Cody out, and Sasha gonna be up in there, and she's gonna be up in there. This is the worst storyline ever. I mean, honest to gosh, it is the worst storyline ever, and I'm already bored with it because I don't know how long it's gonna go on and how worse it's gonna get for Sasha. Like, I can't even be interested in it anymore. Okay, so then we move on, and we see, who do we see now? Let's go to Mason. Okay, so we see Martin is talking to Cyrus. Martin is talking to Cyrus, and he's asking him, are you sure you gave all your money away? I thought the same thing, Martin, and I still don't believe Cyrus. Cyrus said, I gave you everything I had. I gave it to you, and you gave it away. And he said, yeah, but men like you usually have accounts that you can't be seen so easily. I said, I don't believe Cyrus gave all his money away, but he might have, but I just don't believe it. He'll have to get out of prison broke and have to go work at Kelly's or somewhere for me to believe it. But anyways, he said he gave all his money away, and he said, you just did what you did. Now they did name the place where he was giving it away, but I don't remember the name of it. But anyways, he said he just as long as Martin did what he told him to do, and Martin is just like, I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on, brother. And he was like, it's all good. And so he leaves out, and he said, I gotta go see a client. And Cyrus said about a horse. I hollered. I don't know why it was funny to me. But anyways, so he leaves, and then now while Martin was talking to Cyrus, we see Austin kind of pass by, and he looks in the window, and I said, And so then when Martin goes outside, he talks to Austin. He said, are you sure my brother is okay to go back? Because really he's worried about Cyrus going back into the prison. And he says, no, physically he's all good. And I heard he's really tough or whatever. He'll be okay. And so Martin was like, yeah. And so Martin leaves, right? And then Mason text Austin and said, meet in your office. Now, what the hell Mason wanted, I don't know. The only thing they talked about is Gordon, and why was Gordon, did he kill Gordon? And he said, no, I didn't do that or whatever. He said, if anything, they'll blame you because you was the one arguing with him. I don't know why Mason was up in there. I might have missed it. Y'all tell me in the comments. Because they never said what he wanted, why was he in the office? But anyways, so Mason is denying killing Gordon. I was say Mason, but we know you did it. We know you did it. Why you lying about it? But anyways, so then Cyrus is getting ready to go. They handcuff him to his wheelchair, and they're rolling him out. And as he's getting on the elevator, Austin comes walking through, and he stops and he looks at Cyrus, and Cyrus is looking at Austin, and you can see a smile on his face. And I said, what the heck is going on? I am so lost, and I'm not trying to figure it out. Like, I'm not, like, I'm just going to watch it and see. Because that was General Hospital today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital Edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.